Well, apparently you can't get the engine out without the trans. I thought I knew better, and I can't believe one of you guys didn't say something sooner. What's up, YouTube? We're back. We're about to tear into this car. If you haven't seen the last video where we bought this for $1,000, brought it home and went through it, go check that video out. I think we got a steal. There are a lot of good points on this car, but we're getting into it now. We need to swap this engine. I found an engine for $375 out of an 04 Beetle. It was teenage girl owned. It should not be beat on. It should be a pretty good engine. So I'm going to pick that up tomorrow. I want to have this ready. Right now, we're just taking this core support off. I've only taken the headlights out and the hood cable, this. I've never taken one of these off a Jetta before, but I've got to assume it's somewhat the same. Got these here. We got those up there. I don't know if the intercooler comes with it or not. That dang compressor gets me every time. Got my $300 Snap-on boxes sanded, still waiting to go get paint. I think I'm gonna go Nardo gray and then do like a fighter plane design, Nardo gray with big star on it, decals and stuff like that. Who knows? But we're back into this. I'm really questioning, how do you get this boot on here? This is, I believe, my heater core line. It's a hard line. I don't know how the heck you'd get that on with the head on the car. I know people do it. They buy these things every day, but I just want to get a grasp on everything we've got going here. Right now, it just looks completely overwhelming. So I want to dig through the wiring, get it all somewhat tucked away so we can get to, everything we need to get to. We're going to hook the cherry picker to it. Hopefully get this thing out of here. I am questioning, I want to leave the trans in the car. I want to go around it and peel the engine. But do I have enough room to slide the engine back and bring it up? I'll know more once we get this off, so let's get working on this. All right, we've got the front clip off this thing.
Hell yeah.
Trying to make sense of all these wires. There's tons of them on this motor. And it had a catch can, so a lot of the hoses are deleted. These 1.8Ts have tons and tons of little lines. It did have Freon in it. That was weird. Power steering. Basically, we just get these harnesses all flapped over. I'm gonna try to go around the tranny, unbolt this, and I don't know if I have enough room to slide the engine back to get the shaft out of the clutch. So that's the question. Hopefully we don't have to pull the transmission too, but we have to. We have to. I'm anxious to see if this has a clutch in it, or stage 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That would be a bonus. I'm just hoping whatever's in there that it's got meat left.
Yeah.
And we don't have to place, put a new clutch in it. She's getting there. All right, next day, we're digging a little deeper in here. Basically, I'm trying to go around this transmission. What I do like about Volkswagens is once you crack the bolt on most of the bolts, you can always take them out by finger. I've noticed that on every one of them I've worked on. They're not hard to get out once you actually crack them and you actually can get to them. Look at that thing. Starter should be ready to come out, I think. I got the top bolt and the bottom bolt. Got this. I am just working my way around this transmission, and hopefully I can leave the tranny where it's at and take the engine out. I did notice this motor mount's already unbolted, so we're just sitting in there. I think he tried to start taking the engine and he got overwhelmed, which this does look overwhelming. But the new engine we're getting is going to be complete. So I'm hoping we can get it in there mostly complete. I've never done one in a Jetta. I don't know how this turbo is going to go in. I hope I can just tuck it underneath here and have it all on, and then I'll just button up the exhaust. So I just took this whole accessory bracket off the front here. I don't know what oh, it's underneath there. It's tied to the power steering pump. I think I can have this engine out fairly soon here. I'm gonna have to jack it up and get the bottom tranny bolts, but I'm going for it. Let's see what we can get done. Well, apparently you can't get the engine out without the trans. I thought I knew better, and I can't believe one of you guys didn't say something sooner. I am removing the axle shafts and this brace right here. I'm going to get the shift linkage disconnected, and that motor mount. See if we can't yank this thing out. Engine is hanging. Bay is looking empty. I'm going to pull that turbo out. We're going to pick that other engine up this afternoon. I got to get this transmission pulled off of this engine here. Man, does that look overwhelming. But we'll figure it out. I'm sure these all only go to one place. Hopefully. My clutch cable is leaking. Wish I had a plug for that. But engine's out. Just went through, cleaned up the inside of this bay. I did get the transmission separated from the motor. I want to try to clean that. It's kind of caked. But overall, it's in good shape. Here's my clutch. It is a Luck clutch, L-U-K, right there. It's got lots of material left, so it's nothing special, but I mean, it's clutch. That's my starter. Starter's looking a bit sad. I went and picked up my engine, just got back. I'll show you this. This is out of a 2004 Beetle. Actually, I found this. I drove to Holland, which is about 40 minutes from me, and I pulled up. It was Gary's Automotive, and 30 VWs out front. It was a VW technician, and his daughter owned the car. He was in his late 40s, so I believed him, you know. He said his daughter got hit in the front. He showed me a picture of the car. He said this thing ran like a top, had one code for O2 sensor, but overall, he said runs really, really good. So I think we got a good engine. The fact that this was in a Beetle, I am going to have to change a bunch of stuff. I am also, if you saw my older videos with the Passat, we got to delete a lot of the emission stuff, you know, like, you know, a lot of this stuff. This we're going to keep. This goes up to my my new blow-off valve, or my recirculating valve. Whatchamajigger. Look at how that pipe is flat to go in behind the wind. That's crazy. He said turbo is good, no shaft play. I haven't checked it yet. I haven't even looked at it yet. Figure out how to get to that. I need to swap out this intercooler pipe. We need to make it so our catch can works, which under here, this elbow here, all these pipes that come off here go away and you ditch them. So this must have been heater core. I don't know. I've got some figuring out to do. The layout's a little bit different than my engine, so but overall same engine bracket. I believe same engine mount. Maybe. We'll have to see. I think it is. Pretty sure. We'll get it over there. We'll get it sitting by the car and I'll compare it. Let's get it out of the truck. That's the 1.8T. Let's get it over here. I don't know if my tranny shield is different. Let's see. I know mine's black. Whatever that means. Maybe it's the same. Definitely different. Okay, it is different. Well, I think that's about as far as I can go today. I could swap over the flywheel and the clutch and all that, but I'm just gonna wait. I gotta go get the clutch alignment tool and rent that. I'm waiting on the timing belt. That'll be here Monday. So next video, we will do timing, flywheel swap. We'll delete all this emission stuff, get it set up for the catch can, and just pretty much figure it out. You know, this being in a Beetle, it's gonna have a bunch of different routing and a bunch of different things. So we've just got to make it mingle with this. And you'll have to come back to see that. I'm gonna close this video out here. How much do you think we'll be able to sell this car for? It's a Mark IV Jetta, fresh paint job, lowered on Racelands, full tint, full exhaust, stage 2 Euro Customs tune. Yeah, it's got all the good stuff. We picked it up for $1,000. What do you think we can sell it for? I'm gonna go as far as to say 5,500. We're gonna have a timing belt with 0 miles in it. The clutch looks brand new. Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of new stuff. The ad's gonna say all the right things. So come back if you wanna see how much we sell it for. We're making progress. We'll get this engine in the next video. Peace. All right, that should stay there. See you in the next one. Peace.